I'm going to try and manoeuvre downstairs. Do you want to follow me or go forward? Yeah, you follow me because otherwise you'll break your neck. Right, thanks for letting me use your suitcase. By the way, it's got a nice little owl on it. This is the vlog. How to tie your laces up when pregnant. Sorry. Oh. Papers come. Right.
Can I take the camera?
Yeah, smooch time. Advert break. Love you. See you in a few days. Turn it up! But how many corners do I have to turn? How many times do I have to learn? 'Cause I'm a lucky man with fire in my hand. It is freezing cold. There's a lake over there, which means only one thing. Well, it could mean a number of things really, but I'm in the Lake District and this tree is maybe the most famous tree in the lakes, and even better, there's no one here, and even better than that, I'm with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Chris Sale. Let's take some photos. Turning up to photograph a tree sounds really quite easy, but there's a little bit more to it because you've got to take into consideration what's behind the tree, what the sky is doing, what the weather is doing, what the ducks are doing, what other photographers are doing. It's just a little bit more, it's a little bit less straightforward than just putting your camera in front of a tree and taking pictures of it. Chris and I have just sort of experimented with a couple of different compositions, just, you know, going from left to right, front to back. And it's, for me, I haven't quite nailed it. I don't quite know where the perfect shot of it is. It is an epic location, don't get me wrong. I think it's because the light hasn't happened that I haven't been jumping around. And you know the Andy Mag special is me jumping around like a buffoon. It's never quite as straightforward as just turning up and expecting to get the shot. And I think, Chris, you're sharing the struggle, aren't you?
I am sharing the struggle, Andy.
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue what I'm doing.
No, I'm the same.
My problem is these trees on the left-hand side are just too messy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cut them out.
Yeah.
But you can't get wide enough.
Yeah. I'm tempted to head to Jewson's and get a chainsaw.
Why not?
Get rid of them.
Yeah.
That'll solve the problem.
I've been a landscape photographer for 11 years and I've lived on the edge of the Lake District for 5 years, and believe it or not, this is my first ever trip to the Lone Tree of Buttermere. Andy, first impressions of Buttermere?
Cold and just really cold.
And windy.
And windy.
And windy.
Yeah. But epic.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's amazing. We've got blue skies, we've got bit of sunshine, and it's just really nice. What else would we be doing on a Saturday morning than freezing our asses off looking at that? Stood in front of trees. What are we doing? I'm going home. I've had enough. Oh, hang on, we've got a bit of sunshine on the one opposite. The sun, as expected, has cropped up behind the clouds, and I've taken a step back, and the sun is actually sort of bursting through the branch of the tree, which I think looks quite cool. And what I've done, by stepping right back and zooming in, I can compress the background, so it does the opposite to what a wide angle lens gives you, which is a lot of foreground and really pushes away the background. But this sucks everything in and you get a really nice tight frame. And you will have heard photographers say this all the time, but if you fill that frame, fill it full of cloud, fill it full of foreground, fill it full of whatever you can, and that's really hard to say when it's -2, by the way, fill it full of, my lips aren't working anymore. If you can fill it full of interesting stuff, you'll be onto a winner. And it just so happens that just by the side of my composition, we've got a trail of light on the water, which I think looks quite cool.
Oh, baby. Yeah, yeah. There were times when I wasn't sure that we were gonna last beyond the sunset, babe. But after years, it's clear we were meant to be. But something's been lost along the way. Oh, babe.
One of my favourite things about a good old sunrise shoot, or indeed any landscape photography, is just having a wander, having a little explore, especially if it's somewhere that you've never been. The rewards are obvious, and being around all this amazing stuff as I walk past Chris, amazing stuff, is just good for the soul. I've said that on the channel loads. It's soul food. Eat that shizzle up. It is good. So as part of this collaboration with Christoph, what we're going to do now is we're going to shoot some portraits, and Chris is looking for some new portraits for his social media stuff, and I've really started enjoying portraits in the landscapes. So that ties in really nicely with what Chris wants. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick the 30mm lens on this camera, and I'm going to just shoot some wides of Chris, you know, to maybe try and take in some of the trees. There's not nice light, always in the forest, there's good light in the forest. If there's never good light, then just move about a yard and you'll get good light. Always look for the shade and you'll be fine. So yeah, we're going to look for some compositions and get some cool portraits, and then later on in the day I'm going to get the big boy out, the 85 1.4, and we're going to get some nice cool headshots. So let's get to work. Do you want to have one with you looking like a badass mofo with your doing the heat and carrying your tripod?
You know, act it, mate, act it. Yeah, maybe not like that.
Things have just hotted up. There's a tunnel. Commence tunnel B-roll. Just realised I look like Rambo. Camp Rambo. Cambo.